Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at the Dragon Control Warrior, Descent of Dragons style. So I already built a Highlander Control Warrior earlier, but I also wanted to build a more traditional style Control Warrior. And given that we have quite a few nice dragon cards, I decided to build it with dragons. And when building a traditional Control Warrior as compared to a Highlander build, there are just a lot of decisions you have to make, because Warrior has removal tools in abundance at the moment. So this is the best list that I could come up with, and there are lots of choices that have been made here. For example, I'm not running any Whirlwinds, but I'm running 2 Warpaths. I'm running 2 copies of Smolderton Lancer, but I'm not running any Executes. I'm also not running any Shield Slams. I'm trusting that my 1-cost spells will come from Kobold Spellkins, because Warrior has a good set of 1-cost spells. Already when I was playing the Highlander build, Kobold Spellkin was really good, so now it comes in 2 copies, it's going to give me a bunch of good 1-cost spells that I can use. Another dragon that Warrior really loves is the Dragonmaw Scorcher, deal 1 damage to all other minions. Enables Plague of Wrath, enables Smolderton Lancer, just a fantastic card specifically for Warrior. So the dragon package might be something that you might not expect, because I'm running Deathwing Mad Aspect, 2 Emberscale Drakes, 2 Scorchers, 2 Spellkins and a Dragon Roar for 8 dragon cards. Out of these, the Dragon Roar is probably the weakest. Maybe there would be room to use something else than that in that slot, but I wanted to go with 8 Dragon Synergy cards, because I have Smolderton Lancer here, I have Molten Breath, 5 damage if you're holding a Dragon 5 armor, that's just sweet. Emberscale Drake also requires Dragon Synergies, so I have quite a few Dragon Synergies in this deck. And what can I say, the deck is working phenomenally. I had 75% win rate playing this deck. I went 5-0 against Face Hunter, for example, and this is just awesome. I'm favored against Face Hunter, I'm favored against Shaman, and there's enough armor to even beat Holy Wrath Paladin, because Molten Breath, that's 10 armor right there. Shield Blocks, that's another 10. Emberscale Drakes, that's another 10. There's just so much armor. Of course, the Holy Wrath Paladin is going to draw through their deck faster than you are, so if you can't find enough armor cards, they have a chance, they have a window of opportunity to deal that 50 damage. And then, of course, everything else is going face all the time too, so they might be able to do it. But you're still in a good position even against that. Just a lot of fun to play, a very traditional Control Warrior style. Doesn't have a lot of win conditions. There's no Elysiana here, because the meta is not very fatigue oriented anyway. And I don't draw cards that fast, so if I just survive all the threats that the opponents are playing, then I will win the game. And if I happen to need some value, I can always trust good old Dr. Boo Mad Genius to grind some value for me. So if you're looking to play a control deck, then this is an excellent alternative for that. If you enjoy this content, you can support the channel by joining as a subscriber or member on YouTube, and joining as a follower or subscriber on Twitch. And now, let's go take a look at Control Warrior in action. What would be the key cards? Like, this kind of deck doesn't have a lot of taunts. It does have a lot of armor gain. But does it have enough? Because I'm assuming a Face Hunter. Every hunter nowadays seems to be Face Hunter. I have mostly played decks that farm Face Hunters though, so I have had some really good times against them. If I can't kill that, I am considering going a Snip Snap on it. While Finland may have gotten the computers a little later, I think we bought our Vic in '84. Most of my friends started with the Commodore 64s a little later, and that was already available. Alright, definitely going the Snip Snap now. I mean, I have the alternative to going the Lancer. I mean, I just liked going Snip Snap here. And using the Big Eternium Rover to destroy that Face Stalker before it has a chance to pull even a single secret from the deck. If this is one of those that's running Freezing Trap, then if he plays Secret from hand, that can get a little bit ugly. Yeah, because now I have to worry that that might be a Freezing Trap.
My dragon be hungry.
So I think I'm not going to hit into the Timberwolf. I'll just play this and see his reaction. No reaction. I was thinking there would be at least some reaction. It was the freezing trap though. It must have been freezing trap. But now it's gone. I mean, I have the option to hit face. See if it's misdirection or explosive trap. Trigger it now.
What now?
Yeah, I believe that's exactly what I'm doing. Let's check for explosives. There were some explosives. Alright. And then I can use a Restless Mummy to kill that. I thought that went pretty well. Just dismantling this face hunter before our very eyes. More secrets? Well, if that's now an explosive trap, I believe this calls for a Ziliax. This one goes in first, because it could also still be a freezing trap. But it was explosive trap, and then this gigantic Eternium Rover Snipnapped Ziliax combination is going to hit face. But he will soon be able to remove it with something. Or then he won't. I think I'll keep one Brawl, one Scorcher, and then I try to find something for it a little bit earlier. This deck is fairly heavy on 5-drops. I am aware that there is a bit of a potential issue with the mana curve. Like, I mulliganed every non-essential piece and I was able to find some early game. I'm loving it. It's awesome. Not loving that. Can't do much about it. I mean, I think I'm still going to hit into it. Because if he like gets so lucky and wants to give this rush or something, then now it would die if it attacks. Oh, that's nasty. That is just nasty. That will mandate the use of my coin, and I'm unhappy about that. Because I did not want to use coin. But I don't want Shaman to be drawing tons of cards either. I think I'm still going to hit into that one. I mean, I'm not in a hurry to touch the Shaman's health pool. It's irrelevant with the type of deck I'm playing. What's relevant is that if Shaman wants to use this somehow this turn, that it's going to pay the price for it. More mummies. I guess we're going with more mummies. I'm preserving as wide of the board as possible. I'll just hit there, and then I'll hit there, and then that one goes face, and then we squelch him. This is how you play this game. Atari Nest stuff must have been something else. Yeah, well, when I was young, we had to make our own. We had to make our own games, or you know, there were computer magazines that had listings for the code for the games, and then you needed to type in that code and save it on a cassette in order to play games. Dragon Roar is interesting. 7 cards in hand. I believe I want to go with a Spellkin here, because I want to see what my options are. Some devastations. Not quite as devastating of a devastation as the previous one, I guess. Do I want to trade the Devoted Maniac? Yeah, sure. We'll trade. I think it's acceptable. I don't think dealing face damage to him is not very important for my strategy. Killing everything that's ever going to exist for him is much more like what I'm here to do. Only one invoke so far. Looks like a Scorcher to me. I mean, that's just me. I do like scorching stuff like this. Now I lost an activator for Plague of Wrath though. If he can find some more invokes soon, then this might still be problematic. We're not yet at full mana. Well, I'm pretty happy about that. But my hand is a bit full. This is the only dragon I currently have. I can play Dragon Roar to make more dragons. Let's just like make a charging Snip Snap. I kind of want a Whirlwind. I would also want to have dragons in hand. There are many things that I would like. I'm gonna 4/6 charging Snip Snap. That's not a terrible idea. Let's do that. I mean, it's actually only rushing. Oh, not that one. This card. So I'll clean up the board. Because if he kills the Snip Snap, and there's a bunch of microbots on the board, then those enable me to use Plague of Wrath.
Lightning can strike twice.
So this will be... oh, Farsight. Well, that does discount the next spell by 6 when cast with Electra, so he can also weave in a Dragon's Pack here. Or he might not weave in a Dragon's Pack. I'm cool either way. 8 cards in hand. I have to have dragons in hand. I guess it's Dragon Roar time. Emerson Primordial Explorer. That's interesting. Killing Electra is a thing. Not necessarily a great thing though. 9 cards in hand. Well, we can play the Primordial Explorer. It's going to get killed. It's always going to get killed, but it's fine. I might take the Dragon Queen. Maybe I can use that to swing at some point. And I suppose I can play a shield block to draw a card here. I believe this is good. I'm now somewhat prepared. Alright, he has all the invokes now. Galakrond is ready. Dragon's Packs have always been ready, of course. Oh, Barista to make another copy of Electra. So that means that he is going to use Electra in order to create another Dragon's Pack trade. Everything looking so good here. Is Shadowrock coming yet? Probably not. Is there weapon removal in that deck? Usually there isn't. So I can just Molten Breath the Barista and equip the Super Collider, right? Yeah, I kind of want to equip a Super Collider. Molten Breath there. Equip a little bit of Super Colliding here. Go there. Hit in the face a little bit. Alright, I'm currently at 42. He hasn't played any major threats yet. He has all the invocations done. So we'll see what happens.
I will act as your scale.
Alright, all of this is basically fine by me. Nah, that weapons project. Now that I have the Super Collider equipped, I can't really use the weapons project that quickly and easily. So I have the option to play Emeris. Not that my minions are that big anyway. Or that I would have that many minions anyway. Emeris when I would have Deathwing would be sweet. But can I really wait for something like that to happen? I could hit there and Lancer. And get the Cobalt Spellkin out there too. Even less things for Emeris to do. I guess that might be okay though. 9 cards in hand. I'll play the Spellkin. 10 cards, my hand is full. Hit over there. And just execute that. 9 cards in hand, that's okay. I was thinking about Into the Fray, but I mean, I could use this for a 2/2 buff on Celiax later. I was considering whether I need to empty some of my hand. Did not want to go for the double Dragons pack yet. It's a little bit of a surprise, I guess. Oh, there's the Celiax that I can now buff. And then I could double its attack and health afterwards. That would be pretty funny. Is it too greedy though? I mean, it is a little greedy. I can afford to be a little greedy, right? Just face tank there a little bit. Powwow. Then devastate. Devastate that one away. 9 cards in hand. 8 cards in hand. 7 cards in hand. Back to 10 cards in hand. But the ability to play. Just need to play something. I guess it's that one. I might play the Mauler too. It's fine. Make some hand space. Mauler can only attack if I cast a spell, so it's a little bit awkward minion. But we can do that. Electra is still there. There's still the Dragon's Pack, of course. There's still the Galagrond. Then there's the Kronk's Devastations. This will be a long day. But I really don't want the Mortuary Machine. Okay. I obviously have the opportunity to Warpath. Do I want to Warpath, is the question. Because I would have that Warpath Plague of Wrath. There's a 5/4 at the moment. Can I afford to take 13 if I play the Emeris now? Then I would have a 10/8 Celiax. It does sound kind of fun. Yeah, I guess I can play the Emeris. I still have 1 dragon left in the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza here, and that's a 10/8 Celiax. Looking pretty good. There would have been the Deathwing. Obviously 24/24 Deathwing would have also been fun. So I know that Galagrond is coming next turn. The only question for me is, what do I do about it? I guess I'm going to kill it. But right now, taking 8 plus 5. Maybe I play the Celiax here. I think playing Celiax here is acceptable. Just kill that. Make this fight. Let's play a Celiax. Celiax can get this 5/1. And I can armor up a little. I think this is okay. I mean, he can easily, of course, rush into that. He plays the Galagrond now, 100%. That's like the only reasonable play to make at this stage. And this means that I can't super collide the 8/8s together. But I'm fine with that too. I'm just fine with all of this stuff. So many things I can do here, once again. No, even Dragon Queen Alexstrasza is available. But I guess not the time for that one yet. So this is probably a 10/8 Harrison Jones. And an Emberscale Drake. Yeah, let's get the 10-8 Harrison Jones out there.
That belongs in a museum.
Yeah, museum stuff. This doesn't do anything. Just an Emberscale Drake. That's cool. Let's do that. Alright. So there's a Dragon's Pack left, and there is... there was a Valgot too, I see. And then there is the Shudderwook. But all of that is just completely irrelevant. 50-50 whether he gets a bunch of 5/6s, but even that doesn't matter. And he doesn't even get them. So then he will play the Shudderwook, of course, as soon as he's able to. Too bad that Mortuary Machine cannot be played. That 16/16 is fairly hilarious. I'm going to remove the weapon with the Weapons Project anyway at that stage. So this is just fine here. Yeah, tanking that one. Pow. Boom. Pow. I can play Deathwing. That's cool too. We get rid of the Valgot, even though there aren't any spells left, really. So Shudderwook is the only remaining major threat. Here comes the Shudderwook. I happen to have a Warpath plus Plague of Wrath in hand. And then I can follow that up with a couple of brawls. He's going to fatigue himself to death in the very near future. I can also remove his Claw. So... oh, then even that happened.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
Yeah, this one's not going to work out for you. I don't know why that 2-1 attacked into the Deathwing. That did not actually do anything.
Running out of cards.
Yep, you're totally running out of gas here. So... Warpath, Plague of Wrath, I suppose. And the Weapons Project. That looks better than a Brawl. Warpath. Plague of Wrath. Weapons Project. I can hit him in the face a little too. And I can also drop in the Town Crier, it's fine. One card left. He's out of cards, he has 6 cards in hand, those are all the resources he has left. I have 7 cards in deck. I have an active Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, that's 16/16, and the Shaman has absolutely nothing. Alright, let's try this. So, it's a Hunter, which most likely is going to mean Face Hunter. It's a Face Hunter, alright. I don't have early tools here. That worries me a little. Like if I use my Weapons Project now, I'm going to get hit in the face with the Weapons Project a lot then. And then later on will be the bow. But I'm going to get hit in the face by these a lot right now. I think I need to play the Weapons Project. My hand is just very, very slow today. And I think that might be an issue. So I figured I needed this little bit here. Then I have the option to like Coin Mummy. If I really need to. If I don't need to, I can do something else. This just looks like a snip-snap board to me. Let's get the snip-snap out there to challenge his stuff. Then I have the coin Celiacs available. Secrets can be scary, because there can be a freezing trap. But we'll see. Yeah, that secret. The secret's a little scary. I don't want this one to return to my hand. Down to 20 health. That's still acceptable. It was a freezing trap indeed. And we'll do it like this. Now we got rid of a freezing trap. Down to 18 health. Can be awkward. But if there are no further secrets, then I will be able to use Celiacs. I mean, I know he has a rapid fire in hand. There is another secret. I will still be able to use Celiacs here. It should be good.
Unity and precision.
The other one goes in first. I think that's going to be explosive trap. Although it's not necessarily explosives. But even if it is, then I can start getting some healing from that. He has rapid fire plus 1 card in hand. And plus 2 cards in hand, of course.
Let none survive.
Okay, starting to look extremely promising at this stage. Next turn, toxic reinforcements are going to come out. It's fine. This turn is an Ember Scale Drake. I believe I'll take this moment to coin a hero power to go to 21. He has a rapid fire plus 2 cards. Scorcher hero power kills the 1/1s. I will take 6 from that. There is a bunch of damage coming in. Rapid fire. There's no immediate lethal though. Oh, there is no immediate lethal. I'm still safe for the time being at 12. And I can get 5 more armor next turn. That's 1 damage, and then something more from those, but I probably want to get the armor gain. The more cards he has, the better chance there is that he can do something. So I want to Molten Breath this one now. And hero power. So I go to 17. Just working on escaping that. Working on escaping the reach of the hunter. Ah, the Huffer roll is pretty good. Am I safe enough at 10? He didn't have a kill command. Because I have the option to go Dr. Boom. I have Molten Breath left, I have 2 shield blocks left. At Eternium Rover I have an Ember Scale Drake left too. How safe do I feel at 10? I think I need to become Dr. Boom. I don't think I feel safe enough at 10. I hope that I can roll the armor hero power in the near future. On average this weakens my armor gain a little bit, but not a lot. And there's still 4 armor gain cards in the deck. Another consecutive hover roll. That is scary. And it's got to be the tool here. There is a chance that I can lose this game. There's an actual chance that I can lose this game because he rolled 2 hovers. That at least gives me card draw. But he might be able to top deck lethal if I can't find armor.
That belongs in a museum.
And I could not find any armor. There is indeed a chance that I can die. I'm dead to kill command, I'm dead to unleash, I'm dead to a weapon. Oh dear. Spelking cannot give me armor gain. Need to dragon roar and see if I can get a healing dragon. I cannot. Then I will need to warpath so that I get a taunt minion. So now I don't die to unleash. Unleash is one off. So now unleash is one off. Kill command is lethal. Bow is not lethal. Kill command and direct damage spells. Okay, that could be an explosive trap. I can't find a healing card, but I can find a healing card. So explosive trap is not lethal. Freezing trap, misdirection. If it's explosive trap, should I attack? Yes, I should of course attack. 12, 5, 5, 7, 10. I mean, I have lethal through explosive trap. This one goes in first in case it's a misdirection. But it's just a freezing trap, so... Well, then I just have lethal right here. That was too close. Keep like a brawl. Hi, Foyer. It's been a good day. The nerfs were announced, they're coming tomorrow. I built a Control Warrior deck and it's working great. But now we are being tested, because if that is the Death Rattle Rogue, and he kept all the cards, then that is an archetype that can really put on the hurt. I didn't put a silence in this deck. I considered whether I want a silence, but I decided that I don't. I had the option to like coin snip snap on this, but I still don't know what kind of rogue this is for sure, and whether there is going to be like a... Okay, Death Rattle Rogue. Definitely Death Rattle Rogue then. He kept all the cards, so I expect there to be, and this wasn't even one of the kept ones, so I expect there to be an activated Death Rattle immediately. Well, when they draw the nuts, you can potentially lose, even with the control deck. Very surprised the AKggAOqiwPyqAPfrQOftwMKS wasn't also nerfed. A little, yes. Nerfs are fine, I suppose. Questress Priest, I don't remember. Okay, so his hand is getting a lot of buffs here. But I have a couple of brawls in hand. So I think I'll just give the buffs to him. Just 4 cards there. So there are not that many minions. He might play them one by one. That's an alternative. Like, he didn't have this before. So that was awesome. He doesn't want to play any of that stuff. That's weird though. I guess we roar. Alright. I'll play a little bit of Town Criering here. Get some armor going. There could be some kind of OTK potentially. We'll have to wait and see. I have a Plague of Wrath, I have a couple of Brawls. We'll see how far those can take me. There's also a chance that he just doesn't have a lot of minions there. Although I guess he kind of should. Now I don't know what he's trying to do. So I can discover a dragon. Or I could get some 1-mana spells that could then potentially activate the Plague of Wrath later. I guess I'll take the 1-cost spells for now. 2 Omega Assemblies. Really? I'm gonna have to spend the coin in order to not overdraw. I think I'll spend that on this. So, 4 cards that have been buffed, potentially. We'll have to be wary of what can happen with those. One of them obviously is the big minion. So I need some kind of an execute effect on that, and after that he will have +9/+9 on everything. Well, there are some potentially bad things that can happen. I think I want to give him just 1 draw. Scale Drake. +9/+9 if there's chargers. Yeah, that could end badly for me.
I hope you like my invention.
3 cards. 3 crucial cards. No more combo pieces in deck. So he has both the Anubisats in hand. Hand is full all the time. That's kind of a problem. I tend to discover a mech just because of that. It's a mech with taunt. That's a cheap mech. I'll take the cheap mech. Then I can play that. And then I'll be able to play the Spellkin. I can play 1 into the fray. Do I kill this or do I just hit him in the face? I'll just push 8 to the face. Let's do this. He can't play the Anubisat here. I mean, that's exactly what you couldn't do. Did you not listen? Well, that was weird. 8, 9. I would need another 6. Can I get another 6 somehow? Not very easily, no. Or is there some kind of a charge OTK coming? I'll see about that, I guess.
We must stop this corruption.
None of these are useful. It's just something.
Can you get a spell?
Face with everything. He can also have the Vicious Scale Heights for healing. There's still a lot of stuff he can have there. Vicious Scale Heights are nice. I had the Vial. Okay, that might give him something. We'll see. If there are charge minions in hand, something can definitely happen. I mean, I know one of those cards is another Anubisat, one of those cards is a Sky Pirate. So at least just 5 cards. Something needs to charge or rush or something. It's one charger. Okay. That's another charger. Okay. So is there going to be big enough chargers? He needs to have the charging pirates next, right? Plague of Wrath is the surest way to kill stuff. But is this something I need to Plague of Wrath? Not necessarily, I can also just brawl this. Unless he happens to get the OTK. He has another Anubisat in hand. I just brawl that. That one wins, and I can just mummy that one down. So then he needs to find the pirates, right? He used both wars, but he has the deckhands left. Maybe there's some kind of an OTK with the deckhands. They can be buffed pretty much by this point. He has the second Anubisat Warbringer in hand. He has not had the Vicious Scale Hides, otherwise he would have healed with them, right? Dangerous business not healing. There are some really big minions, but I just don't know how this one's supposed to go.
Too soon.
They're unloading a little bit too much here. But what if he has more and I can't brawl them? Brawling these is probably not effective enough. So that's going to take 7 mana to Plague of Wrath these. So I can also use a shield block here. I just don't know what's supposed to happen now. He has some big, really buffed. That one card has got all the buffs. So that's just 23. Then oh, he did have lethal from hand. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.